friends, happy Tuesday. These next two books that I'm going to share with you, In the Tall, Tall Grass and In the Small, Small Pond, both written by Denise Fleming. Lots of really great stuff from her. This lesson is actually found in my resource, Beginners at the Bars. I use it with my littles when we're learning how to play the Orff instruments. Check it out. If you have any questions, just let me know. But In the Small, Small Pond and In the Tall, Tall Grass, I use them one week and one the other week. Doesn't matter which one. This one is about animals that live in the pond. This one is about animals that live in the grass. Basically the same thing. So what we do is we get our glockenspiels. It's our first time going over to the glockenspiels is when I use it. And I set them up in C pentatonic because they don't know how to take off their bars yet. And I have half of the class pretend to be animals, and I have the other half of the class. They are being the example of what the animals might sound like on the glockenspiels, and of course it just ends up being improvisation for them. So half of the class will play In the Small, Small Pond, Wiggle, Jiggle, Tadpoles Wriggle. So the students that are at the instruments will play like the wiggling tadpoles, and then the other half of the class will wiggle around like tadpoles, and they create their own things. Now what I'll do is I skip a page, and I will then go to the next page. Hover, shiver, wings quiver, and then they will be the dragonflies, and they will show me what the dragonflies went. Then when we reach the end of the book, I then go back and say, okay, boys and girls, let's switch spots, and the movers become the players and the players become the movers. And then the next time I read it, In the Small, Small Pond, I skip the pages that I already read, and then I read the pages that I skipped. Waddle, wade, geese parade. Show me your geese waddle. What do the geese sound like, right? And I give it a couple minutes and I say, and silent position. And that's how I cut them off to move on to the next animal. Super easy and quick, and a great way for you to just go through. And I use it to kind of, as my last review, I've taught all of my kiddos my bar basics. If you want to know more about bar basics, it's in here. That's how I teach my kiddos how to play the Orff instruments. And after they've learned all the bar basics, I love to use these two lessons to basically review and assess my kiddos. So as they're playing and doing their improvisation, I'm checking to see that they have all of their bar basics, that they are playing their instrument correctly in all of the different ways that we've done it, and then making that assessment checklist in their grade. So happy music making.